Hi, I'm Michael Berger, Michael Berger Gallery in Pittsburgh. I've had the gallery since 1969. I got interested in fine art because my roommate had a conflict between his course that met at noon on Saturdays, a history of fine art from beginning to end. And he was dating this girl at Wellesley, and he wanted to pick her up out there and bring her to Lowell House for lunch and take her to the football game. Couldn't do that unless he went and took the notes. So I was asked to go take the notes, no, not pick up the girl. And I went down to the basement of Fogg Museum. They turned out the lights, they put up a picture, and a guy came out. And on this giant screen showed me things that I had seen but never noticed. I got so excited. It was like going to the movies. I ran back to my room and looked up the course. By gosh, it was a history course, and I was a history major. From that point on, I spent the rest of my college career, this is the mid 1950s, mind you, at the Fogg Museum Library, and that was really the beginning of my interest in art. In the mid 1960s, I decided to go to the University of Pittsburgh to acquire a master's degree in fine arts. I had gone to New York with a friend and wound up buying a work of art from a small dealer there. And I didn't know the name of the artist, but I fell in love with the piece. And he said it was $250. Well, I had a job, I decided to buy it. So I said, "Who's the artist?" He said, "You never heard of him. His name is Milton Avery." He was right, I had never heard of Milton Avery, but I quickly found out. A few years later, I decided to start a gallery open only on the weekends so that people could see what was going on outside of the Pittsburgh region. And I started off with an exhibition of Milton's work. I called up Sally Avery, his wife, and I asked if she would send me an exhibition of Milton's works on paper. She sent me a glorious exhibition, one of the great exhibitions that I've ever done. And I've done exhibitions now for 40 years, 5 or 6 of them a year. That was the beginning of what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was to bring in art from outside the Pittsburgh region and show what was going on around the world. And it was always an avocation. It was my hobby, if you will, because I wasn't interested in selling art. I was interested in collecting art. I have about 300 works now. And it's all from exhibitions that I've done. And the exhibitions have all been by artists, mostly solo exhibitions, artists whose work spoke to me. Because I feel that living with fine art is a way to acculturate your family and your kids, and to have the spiritual value of communicating with another person by visual means. Now that I'm 380 years old, I've decided to stop doing exhibitions and emphasizing the charitable aspects of the Michael and Cheryl Berger Foundation. So I am going to do more in the way of taking the funds that sales of the artworks produce and giving them to things like the Pittsburgh Symphony, the Pittsburgh Opera, the Food Bank, and other local nonprofit charities that are in desperate need of funds. And that's how the sales of the collection will be used.